Routine, adjective. Used to describe an individual whose spirit is unyielding, unconstrained, one who navigates life on their own terms, effortlessly. They do not always show up on time, but when they arrive, you notice. An individual confident in their contradictions. They know the rules but behave as if they do not exist. Routine, the new fragrance by Miu Miu, defined by you.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, 8 Important Questions to Ask When Dating, by Dr. Susan Chanderbhan of ChandPsych.com. Dating can be fun, exciting, and even overwhelming at times. Whether you're going on multiple dates trying to meet that special person or dating one individual for a while, it's natural to want to know more about them. After all, most people date intending to take things further and get into something more serious with the right person. However, it is easy to be blinded by butterflies and the excitement that comes from the dating scene. So no matter what stage you're in, it's essential to take a step back and ask some important questions. The right questions will help you learn a lot about a person and might even help you learn a bit more about yourself. Let's cover a few of them. Number 1. What are you looking for? One of the most important questions you can ask someone is what they're looking for in a relationship. While everything doesn't have to match perfectly, it's important to be on the same general path, or you'll have conflict later. If your answers don't line up, it can save you a lot of time and pain. Number 2, what are your love languages? While this might not be a first date question, knowing someone's love language will help you learn a lot about them without having to ask a dozen follow-up questions. You'll better understand how to show them you care, and you can expect the same in return. Taking the 5 love languages quiz and discussing it with a dating partner can be a fun, informative way to deepen your knowledge and understanding of each other. Number 3, what were your past relationships like? Not everyone likes to dive into their pasts, especially regarding failed relationships. However, you can learn a lot about a person by what they've been through. Getting their perspective on why a relationship might have ended or what they could have done differently will give you better insight into what they're used to and what they really want. Number 4, what are your plans for the future? Your dating life shouldn't feel like a job interview, but it can be fun to ask someone you're seeing where they see themselves in the next 5 years. This gives you another opportunity to determine if your future paths line up or if you're willing to change your plans. Number 5, what's the best relationship advice you've ever received? People are very quick to give out relationship advice, whether they should or not. Hearing what the best advice someone you're dating has ever gotten will give you a clue into what they think is important in a relationship. Plus, it can be a fun way to start a conversation and learn more about what you both really want, prioritize, and value. Number 6, what's your communication style? Speaking of conversations, consider asking your partner how they communicate. They may not be able to give you a title or a specific name for their style, but the more you both talk about it, the easier it'll be to understand each other's styles, which can spark deeper conversations and greater intimacy. Number 7, what do you value most? This can feel like a loaded question, so it might be something you wait to ask after a few dates with the same person. It takes some time to think about what we really value most, but it'll also tell you a lot about someone's priorities. Some people value their work or success. Others value things like family. Some value free time and travel. There's no right answer in general, but you might prefer some answers over others. Number 8, what do you like about relationships? Even if you're just casually dating, it can be fun to ask someone you're with what they like about relationships. What makes them want to put themselves out there and date people? This is a great question to break the ice, but it can also be used in a more serious relationship to learn what makes the person you care about really tick. That doesn't necessarily mean a relationship with you, but romantic relationships in general. There are so many important questions to ask when dating, but these are a few that can help you spark conversation and learn a lot more about people and what you truly want in a relationship. And number 9, does what I see match what I'm hearing? This last question is a question not for your partner, but for you. It's easy to focus on what we want to hear in dating relationships, to practice selective hearing, but it's helpful to step back from our dating relationships and look at our partner's behavior. Similar to how you mute a video and watch the action and you can still tell what's happening, mute your partner and focus on their actions. Does what they're telling you about what's important to them and their plans for the future and those other big questions actually align with their choices? For instance, has your dating partner told you that they value family and spending time with family, but they constantly work long hours, cancel dates, and family plans to meet work deadlines? If so, you might want to figure out if they're telling you what they think you want to hear, or they don't know themselves very well. Either way, it's important to pay attention to this. You just listened to the post titled 8 Important Questions to Ask When Dating by Dr. Susan Chanderbhan of ChandPsych.com.
Go all in on fall with Abercrombie Kids. Their newest drop of on-trend outfits are ready for everything, from the bus stop to family bonfires. And it wouldn't be fall without football. Gear up the kids with officially licensed NFL tees and sweatshirts. Shop Abercrombie Kids this season in the app, online, and in-store.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
And thanks a lot to Dr. Susan for her great insight, as always. I really like all of these questions, especially that one about what the best relationship advice they've ever received is. I can't say I've thought about that one, but such a unique question and a great look into what they value, as she said. So if there is one thing I would add to this post, it would be to consider how many of these questions you might want to revisit with your partner as you build a relationship. Because while these are incredible questions to ask early on, you could argue that the answers to all of them could change over time. And being that they're all really meaningful and really revealing questions, keeping up to date with how your partner sees them feels really important. As we start to go about our lives cultivating new experiences, it's only natural to seek different things. You know, what we want to achieve, who we want to be with, forms of communication, means of expression, and so on. And committing to going through these ebbs and flows with your partner is highly important for your relationship's health. So that'll do it for today, my dear friends. Thanks as always for coming and listening until the end. And good news, being that today is Sunday, we have a weekly bonus episode for you. That one's live already, so be sure to check that one out too. And I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.